Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU stand. This is your preview for Man United versus Leeds. Manchester United, will endeavor to stretch our winning run at Old Trafford to 14 games in all tournaments when we face Leeds United in Wednesday's Premier League battle at Old Trafford. The first of two meetings in the space of 1 week. That means we're playing them on Wednesday, and then we're going to play them on Saturday or Sunday. Erik ten Hag's 10-men saw off Crystal Palace 2-1 at the weekend, while the Whites' relegation fears deepens following the 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. So in this show, we are going to cover the team news, predicted starting 11, current form, head-to-head, and also score prediction. So be sure to stick around and also get involved by letting us know who should be in the starting 11. Let's get to the team news, guys. Let's get to the team news. But before we get started, if you are enjoying these previews, smash a like on the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to the channel. Okay, let's get to the team news here. Wycliffe, thanks for joining. Stafford, thanks for joining. Man United 313. Thank you all for joining in. So, look, CASEMIRO, this is the topic. Of course, this is the topic. CASEMIRO was seen putting his hands on a player's throat during a massive fight between Man United and Crystal Palace players. It was sparked by a late Schlupp challenge on Antony, and the Brazilian will serve the first of 3 games ban here, so he will not be playing in this game. While Scott McTominay still building up on his fitness, a full debut should come the way of Marcel's Sabitzer, and that's what I'm thinking. I think that's going to happen. Jack Butland is also eligible to play a feature in this game, but I don't think that's going to happen. But the big news here is that Anthony Martial, Donny van de Beek, Christian Eriksen also remain sidelined for Man United's team. Diego Dalot has returned to training, so he could be picked over Wan-Bissaka. The other thing that I want to mention is the charged attempt of rape and engaging in coercive and controlling behavior and assault against forward Mason Greenwood were recently dropped, as you all know. But the Red Devils are conducting their own internal review before deciding the 21 years old future at the club. That means they haven't decided yet. They haven't taken him to the team yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's just quickly cover about the Leeds news, and we're going to take a look at the predicted 11 quickly. So big news for Leeds here. Big news for Leeds United. Jesse Marsch has just been sacked. The head coach for Leeds United has been sacked after 1 year in charge. Basically, they're thinking that this team is going to be relegated. They are so worried that Leeds have just sacked him. Robin Koch will definitely return from a ban of his own for the trip to Old Trafford. Gray, Rodrigo, Dallas, Perkins, and Adam Forshaw all remained sidelined for Leeds. On a brighter note for Leeds United, Summersville was actually fit enough for a substitute cameo at the City Ground and may be considered for a recall, with Brendan Aaronson and record signing Jorginho Rutter also knocking on the door. The other news is an off day for Mark Roca against Nottingham Forest. That would definitely benefit Weston McKennie's chance of coming into the first start since joining on loan from Juventus. Okay, so let's quickly go over to the lineup that I have picked. So this is the lineup. This is my predicted 11 here. Let's just go through one by one and see what needs to be changed and who's actually going to be available. Sadian, thanks for joining. Lils, thanks for joining. Sadian says, I like the lineup, by the way. Lil says, pray for Turkey. Yes, news just broke out on Turkey. we have to. I mean, it's just sad to see that's happening. I think it happened on Syria as well. Okay, let's just focus on the lineup here. Wycliffe also, thanks for joining. So the back four is not going to change, guys. It is not going to change. David De Gea will definitely be in goal. Wan-Bissaka, there is probably a question mark here. If we're talking about fairness, I think Wan-Bissaka should continue to be selected because he has been in good form. But Dalot is available, and we know Diego Dalot is our first choice right back for Man United. So it is possible we could see Dalot being selected for this game, but I think we should stick with Wan-Bissaka because he hasn't put anything wrong. He hasn't put anything wrong so far, so he should continue to be selected at right back. Varane, Royce Varane, and World Cup winner Martinez, the 2 World Cup winners, double World Cup in our defense, are going to be selected for this game. No question about that. Luke Shaw will remain as the left back, in my opinion. Meslier has started off well when the season started, but after the World Cup, I think Luke Shaw cemented that position, and it is his to lose. So I think Shaw will be selected as a left back, so back four will remain the same. What you're looking at here is the team that actually started against Crystal Palace just 3 days ago. So we're going to make a few changes in this lineup. The back four, I think, will stay the same, like I said. CASEMIRO. Okay, so this one, CASEMIRO, we know he's not going to be playing this game. He is suspended, probably suspended for 3 games. That means he's going to miss the game against Leeds twice. So on Wednesday and on Saturday. He's going to miss those 2 games. In between, we are playing Barcelona, so he's going to be available to play against Barcelona. But then he misses the next Premier League match, which is against Leicester City, I believe. So 3 games, huge blow. I don't know. I really don't want to get into why he received that red card. That's just long gone now. It has passed. They've suspended him. I don't think they're going to overturn that. But if he deserved a red card, then another player should have gotten a red card as well for Crystal Palace. So the referee decision and the VAR decision has been scandalous. I mean, it's just ridiculous how they suspend CASEMIRO, but they don't book anybody from Crystal Palace. It's just outstandingly incredible. Tualumba, thanks for joining. Okay, so Sabitzer. Okay, Sabitzer is going to be coming in, and I think he's going to start this match. What I think we're going to see in this game is Fred is going to be the one doing the CASEMIRO job, because if we don't have McTominay available and we do not have Aaronson available, so whether you like it or not, it's going to be Fred in the CDM role. Bruno, I think, will stay here, and we're going to see Sabitzer coming in this place, or in this, I mean, he could be on the right or on the left. We've seen him on the left, so I assume it's going to be like this. So Fred, obviously, his job is going to be to protect the back four, same as CASEMIRO, but we know Fred cannot do that job. We know he cannot do that job the same as CASEMIRO, but we're just going to have to adapt and deal with it. So we're just going to have to deal with it. So it's just going to be Fred. Our option is going to be Fred here. Bruno and Sabitzer will start. So this will be our 3 midfield, I think, who is actually going to face Leeds United on Wednesday. Let's just quickly, before we talk about the front 3, I think I want to go over what you guys have questions here. Let me just quickly go over that. Palumba, thanks for joining. Mohammed says, okay, good evening, everyone. Lindelof and CDM. I don't see it. Maybe we could see Martinez, but again, even Martinez hasn't been played there. We missed CASEMIRO in the past, and Erik ten Hag chose either McTominay or someone else. He never played Lindelof or Martinez for that matter in that CDM role. So it's not going to be that. I don't think that's going to be the case. Leeds United sacked the manager today. Yes, we already talked about that. We covered that. It's not a good thing, by the way. It's not a good thing when you actually face a team that has just sacked their manager. It's always difficult. Look at Everton. Look at Everton this weekend. Sean Dyche came into Everton and then they won the game against Arsenal, a team that has never lost. I mean, they only lost against us, right? Arsenal this season. And they lost to Everton. So changing the manager just changes the momentum. It just uplifts the team. So it's not a good thing for us, guys. It's not a good thing. I'm not that concerned because I'm confident in our team, but it's not a good thing that we've seen a change of manager right before when we play them. Mohammed says Man City are big trouble because of, oh yeah, we've heard about that as well. They could be suspended. Nothing is concluded and concrete yet, but I don't know how they're going to be suspended. Or are they going to take off points off of them? Are they going to take away their Premier League wins? I've seen on Twitter that they could be taking off their medals for the time when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was there, even Jose Mourinho was there. So look, all that is just speculation. So I just don't want to comment on speculation. We just want to focus on this game here and the preview. So let's just go back to the lineup if you guys have no questions and if you agree with the lineup that so far we have selected. So this is not the one I was talking about. Okay, so let me just quickly go to the lineup here. So back four, we've settled that already. In the middle of the park, we've settled that already. Up front, okay, so here's the question. Up front, would you go with Weghorst or would you go with Marcus Rashford as a 9? That's just a question. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But I don't know. Is it just me that Weghorst is just doing more defensive work than attacking work? Is it just me? I mean, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Weghorst. I'm sure the manager loves him because he's defending. He's defending for his life week in, week out. And he's pressing from the front. Yes, okay, we like that. But the question is, can you put the ball in the back of the net? Can you create a chance for other forwards? Can you hold on to the ball, dribble past players? He can't do none of that. I have not seen that. I mean, even if you can do it, I have not seen that in the past, I don't know, 4 games now. He started consecutively 4 games. And I would not be surprised if he starts this game again. But if it was me, I would not start him. I would not start him. I think our forward needs to be fluid. So I would definitely put Weghorst out of that striker position, and I would put Marcus Rashford as a 9. Is this his favorite position? Is this? No, it's not. Marcus Rashford, we all know that he loves to play from this wing and cut inside and shoot or dribble past players and cross the ball. That's what he likes to do. But for this match, I don't think it's going to hurt us to play Rashford as a 9. And I would love to see Garnacho being selected on this position. I'm okay with Garnacho or Sancho in this position, but I'm just going to go with Garnacho because Garnacho came on against Crystal Palace and he changed the game. If you look at the second goal, Garnacho has been involved in that goal. So yes, Erik ten Hag decided to take him off after subbing him on, but that was just tactical. There's nothing against Garnacho's performance. It was all tactical because the team was defending with 10 men. So we needed to do that. We needed to take out a forward player, and which is exactly what we did. So this match, I think Garnacho is key. I think Garnacho should be in our starting 11 on the left-hand side. Antony on the right. Yes, Antony is not at his peak at the moment. He's up and down, but I'm just going to stick with Antony here. Yeah, we need to see some improvement. I've said it in the previous previews as well. He needs to do more in terms of taking on players, dribbling past players. He's always just doing the 360 a dribble skill that it's just useless. Just go past people, take on players one-on-one. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. And that needs to change from Antony. That's my opinion. Okay, we've got some comments coming in. He is not having service. He's not a person who creates chances. Yeah, but look at Martial. Look at Martial. That's the type of a striker we would like to see. You look at Martial, he up front, he can create loads of chance for Rashford or Antony, and he can hold the ball up. The problem with Martial is he's just not fit enough. He's constantly getting injured. I'm not quite sure Erik ten Hag thinks that Weghorst is our number one choice. No, it's not. Weghorst is a backup striker because Martial just couldn't stay fit. He's not our plan A, people. He's not our plan A. So I think we shouldn't go with him in this match. Murham, thanks for joining. MU Kapan Main, what does that mean? Please elaborate. Okay, so yeah, so going back to the lineup, guys. Going back to the lineup, I think this is gonna be the team. This is the starting 11. Do you disagree with it? Do you agree with it? Let me know in the comment sections. Like I said, I would not mind to see Sancho here and Garnacho on the bench. This is perfectly fine for me. What I don't want to see is Weghorst up front. We don't need Weghorst up front. Boris says, would you put Dalot back? I would. I just thought it wouldn't be fair. I just thought it wouldn't be fair to put Dalot over Wan-Bissaka because Wan-Bissaka has done okay so far. He's done okay so far. He hasn't put anything, he hasn't done anything wrong, to be honest with you. Not a lot of mistakes. Defensively, he has been solid. Offensively, maybe he's lacking a bit in terms of creativity, which Dalot can bring us. I would not be surprised if Dalot is in the lineup or if he comes on if we needed a goal in the last 30-40 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wan-Bissaka being taken off and Dalot coming into the match. Okay, so let's go through the comments. Arshia says Arsenal better. This is not the Arsenal preview. And we did slap you, don't forget that. Mohammed says same thing, Juventus take on points of this season. Yes, we've seen Juventus get 15 points deduction. So could we see the same thing for Man City? Probably. 3-1. Yeah, we beat Arsenal, they beat us, so it's not a big deal. So we won once, we lost once, so it is what it is. Okay, let's talk about what I want to cover here. Let's talk about the head-to-head, current form, head-to-head, and I'll give you my score prediction. And also, you could do the same in the chat. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Do you agree with the lineup? Disagree with the lineup? And also your score prediction for this match. So let's take a look at current form. Okay, recent meetings. So we did meet recently against Leeds. So the past 3, 4, 5 games, the past 5 games we've won 3 and drawn 2. So we've drawn 2 and we've won 3. So we do have a decent record against Leeds United, and we've been smashing them 5-1, 6-2, 4-2. So it could be another smash, people. It could be another smash. So coming into this game, their form, Leeds have lost 2 games, they've drawn 3 games. United have won 3 games, lost 1 game and drawn 1 game, which was against Crystal Palace. That 90 minutes free kick just took away 2 points from us. It still hurts, by the way. It still hurts. Okay, so season so far, League position, United are third. Leeds United are 17th. We won 13 games. They won 4 games, drawn 6, lost 10 games. Clean sheets. They don't keep a lot of clean sheets. I mean, they have 4. Average goals scored per match, 1.3. Basically, their biggest win came against Chelsea 3-0, and their worst defeat came against Brentford 5-2. For us, biggest win 3-0, biggest defeat 4-0 against Brentford. It's actually incredible to see worst defeat for both teams is actually against Brentford. That's something you probably didn't know, right? Okay, top player stats. Goals. Rodrigo is the highest goal scorer for Leeds. Marcus Rashford, of course, for us is the top scorer. Bruno Fernandes has 5. In terms of assists, Christian Eriksen is going to be a big miss. 7 assists. Bruno Fernandes 4. Jack Harrison 4. In terms of pass completion, Lisandro Martinez has 1,038 passes completed. Second best is Tyler Adams. These stats are against each other. Let me remind you, it's not the league. This is just between those two teams. Tackles wise, Tyler Adams, 76. That's the highest one. The highest for United is 56 for Casemiro. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it big time. We're definitely gonna miss it big time. This is the table. As you can see, we are placed 3rd in the table. 42 points. Man City 45 points. So we could definitely close the gap and somehow be in the conversation. I want us to be in the conversation of winning the league. Are we going to win the league? Probably not. But I want us to be in the conversation. That's just what I feel. Okay, so we covered everything. Let me give you my score prediction. And before I do that, let me go through the comments here. Boris said, would you put Dalot back? I think I've covered that. She says, should Man City get the 15-point deduction as they had some trouble with financial thing? They should. Being an Arsenal fan, Rashford is clear of Saka. Yeah, at this moment in time, you can't disagree with that. I think Marcus Rashford has been on fire. Twalumba says, we are winning the league. I like that. I like the confidence. What I want to see is I want us to compete. I want us definitely to compete. I just don't want us to play the season for a top 4 finish. Finishing in the top 4 is good, but let's compete to win the league. We might not win the league, but let's just try to make sure we stay close to Arsenal and close to Man City. And Man City could be dropped down if they were deducted 15 points. Garnacho is the future, of course. Garnacho is the future. The crowd is already calling him Viva Garnacho. I mean, that's the same song they use for Viva Ronaldo. So he's out there already. They try to compare him with Cristiano. I wouldn't put him that far, but he's a talent. He's a good talent, and we need to look after him. Boy says, I would be happy if we finish 2nd. Yeah, definitely. I mean, would I take 2nd now? To be honest with you, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take a 2nd now because I believe in this team. I think this team, am I deluded? Some people say you're delusional. I don't care. But I still think that, this team can compete. We can compete, and you never know. Arsenal could we've seen Arsenal lose 1 game and lose 3-4 games in a row. So that can happen now. That could definitely happen. If Man City gets a point deduction, then who do you think is going to win the league? Us, baby. So we are going to be in the conversation, and that's exactly what we want. So we want to compete. I'm not just going to accept finishing 2nd. Finishing 2nd doesn't mean anything for United. Really doesn't, to be honest with you. Financially, it might make a difference for the board and stuff, but for us as a fan, we want to see our team win. It's not just about finishing 4th. I mean, top 4. What's the purpose of playing to finish in the top 4 and ended up not even competing in the Champions League? I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, that's what I think. I think Man United should sign a right back next summer if they get a good one. Man United are top. No, we need a striker. We need a striker. Toluba says, would you take Greenwood back, or is it better all parties move on for the sake of peace? I think I'm gonna be behind the club. I mean, in this scenario, is Greenwood gonna come and basically change this team offensively? Definitely, absolutely. I think he could destroy that front line and he could make it his own. I mean, I think he's probably better than Martial and Weghorst. So he's definitely going to start week in, week out if Greenwood is actually available for selection. But the team is divided on this, and the fans are divided. Not the team, the fans are divided on this. I think some fans saying he shouldn't wear the United jersey anymore. He shouldn't be playing for Man United again. And some say, he's free. He's not guilty. So if he's not guilty, he should be allowed to come in and continue to play. So you make up your choice. I mean, it's a difference of opinion. It's a sensitive subject. So I'll be behind the team. So if the team decides to play him, then I'm going to support Greenwood. If they decide to let him go, then I also I'm going to accept that decision. Okay. Keyshawn says, I agree with you. Big up. Tulumba says, if you sell Wan-Bissaka, who would you get as a backup? So Dalot is going to be the backup. We're going to have to, if we sign a right back, we're going to have to sign a right back that is better than Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. Otherwise, why would you sign a right back? Any player we're signing at this moment in time needs to be better than the one we have, right? That's the purpose of the buying players. Do you think Harry Kane would be a game changer for Man United if we sign him? Yes. Yes, he is definitely going to change. He's definitely going to change our team. And we could easily be the contenders in the Premier League or even in the Champions League, I think. That's the missing piece. That is what we're missing. This team needs a top striker. And that's exactly what we're missing. The defense is solid. In the middle of the park now, I think we're okay. Up front, wide positions, I think we're fine. Antony and Sancho could rotate on the right. On the left, we got Garnacho, we got Marcus Rashford. Even Martial could be used there sometimes. Up front, if you have Harry Kane, man, like this team definitely could compete against anybody. Hongbat says from Thailand, big up. Thanks for joining. If you had a striker of your choice, who would you prefer? I just said Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane would be the striker that I would pick. I'll definitely pick Harry Kane. Kishore says we need to sell Harry Maguire ASAP. Yeah, I think it's not even about us trying to sell him. I think he's gonna leave. Because he's saying that he's not being selected. Erik ten Hag doesn't fancy Harry Maguire. So definitely I think he's not going to stick around. In the summer, I think he's gone. He is gone. Same as Eric Bay and Telles is also on loan. So these players are going to be gone in the summer. Definitely they are going to be gone in the summer. So, okay. So I've gone through all the questions here. Let's just wrap up here. So let me just confirm the lineup for you, the starting 11, predicted 11, and then I'm going to give you my score prediction. You could do the same in the comment sections, and we could wrap this thing up. Okay, so David De Gea and goal. Like I said, this is the team I think is going to face Leeds United on Wednesday. David De Gea and goal. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw are the fullbacks. Sandro Martinez and Varane will be the center backs. In the middle, we're going to see Sabitzer coming in for Casemiro. Next to Fred. The front four is going to be Antony on the right, Bruno as a 10, Garnacho on the left, and up top, I am going with Marcus Rashford. The hot M4 Marcus Rashford. Okay, so prediction time. My score prediction. I think Manchester United are going to win this game. I think we're going to win this game 3-0. I think we're going to win this game 3-0. Man United is going to win this game 3-0. I'm going to go with 3-0. Yes. Manchester United may have lost 3 of their 4 Premier League contests in which CASEMIRO has played no part in. But Erik ten Hag's free-flowing side should not allow the recent history to repeat itself here. An eye-catching transfer window will not fix all of Leeds' problems straight away, and Leeds can accept to be subjected to another multiple goal defeat at Old Trafford. That's what I think is going to happen. So, look, I think Rashford is going to get on the score sheet. Probably Antony and Bruno might get on the score sheet as well. So I'm going with 3-0. Let me know in the comment sections what y'all think. Let me just take a look at the comments before I wrap up here. Keyshawn says, share, like, comment, guys. Big up. Thanks for that. I don't think Dalot would want to be a backup. Yeah, but you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight in every position. Nobody wants to be a backup. That's the true reality here. No player wants to be a backup, especially you playing for the big teams. But look at Man City. De Bruyne was on the bench. You think he wanted to be on the bench last week? No. You're just going to have to fight for places, and that's what you need in the team. Kishan, thanks for that. Sadian, thanks for joining. Dimitra, Ronaldo, and Olympiacos? What are we talking about here? Sadian says 3-0. Boris says, I think Rashford will score 3 goals. Ishan says 4-1 United winning. If CASEMIRO was there in the match against Arsenal, the Gunners would be killed. Probably. Ashley says, I hope you hit 20K, bro. Good luck and support Man U forever. Big up everybody. We do have over 65 people watching. Like I said, don't forget to smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And that is it, guys. That is it. This concludes our preview. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to join us for the watch along on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing a watch along for this game, so be sure to join us for that. And also let us know in the comment sections what you guys think about the lineup I've picked, and also what's your score prediction for this match. Thanks again, people, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.